It's a terrible thing to be trapped and imprisoned against your will. It's an awful thing to have your freedom taken away, to lose control of your life. The sense of being trapped and chained and imprisoned isn't just an outward thing. Of course, people do find themselves in prison, and that can be a terrible experience. But many people find themselves trapped in other ways, trapped by their jobs or life circumstances, trapped by horrendous debt, trapped by negative emotions such as depression or anxiety. They cannot be the people they long to be. Others become slaves of their addictions, and they long to be free. In Psalm 107, the first song is about the lost being found. The second is about the prisoners being set free. I think it describes many people's lives today. Some sat in darkness and the shadow of death, held captive by misery and irons. They cried out to the Lord in their distress. He saved them from all their troubles. He rescued them from darkness and death's shadow, and their bonds he broke apart. The people of Israel who sang this song in the temple knew what it meant to be set free. Long ago, their ancestors had been freed from slavery in Egypt, and God led them to freedom in the Promised Land. More recently, Jerusalem had been burned to the ground, and many had been taken as captives to Babylon. But God brought them freedom and brought them home again. They knew that the love of God meant freedom from captivity. In Luke chapter 4, Jesus claims to be the Messiah who sets the captives free. As we read the Gospels, that's exactly what we see. On the shores of Lake Galilee, Jesus meets a man who is held captive by a whole army of demons. He is so distressed, he has to be chained up to stop him hurting himself or hurting others. We aren't told why he came to be in that situation, but Jesus sets him free. Before he meets Jesus, this man's life is held captive by misery and irons. After he meets Jesus, he is clothed and in his right mind. In a place called Bethany, Jesus sets his friend Lazarus free. Lazarus had been taken prisoner by death. He had been wrapped in bandages and laid in a tomb, and a stone was laid across the entrance. Jesus frees him from even this terrible captivity. He sets him free from death itself. All of us are prisoners of something in this life. Our own words and deeds forge the chains that we wear. What is it that holds you captive? Cry out to the Lord. Ask him to set you free. All of us in the end will be taken prisoner by death. Jesus died on the cross and rose again so that he can set us free to live for him and with him forever. This is the second way we know we are loved by God. God's love makes a difference. We were lost, and now we know the way. We were once prisoners. Now we have been set free. A hymn of Charles Wesley says it best. Long my imprisoned spirit lay, fast bound by sin and nature's night. Thine eye diffused a quickening ray. I woke, the dungeons flamed with light. My chains fell off, my heart was free. I rose, went forth, and followed thee.